Princess Leonor of Spain just moved into a palace worth 90 million euros, but she doesn't own a single room. At 20 years old, she has access to 200 million in royal properties, flies on government jets worth 70 million, and wears a 10 million euro jewelry collection. But here's what shocks people. Her personal net worth is only $10 million. She became Spain's heir at 8 years old, trained with the military for 3 years, and in 2026, she's preparing to become the first queen regnant in 150 years. The transformation cost over $50 million in security, training, and royal preparation. Her mother wasn't born royal. She was a TV journalist. Her private car? A 30,000 euro Spanish SUV. Her style? Old money minimalism that makes billionaires look tacky. By the end of this video, you'll see how a 20-year-old is being molded into one of Europe's most powerful women while living more modestly than Instagram influencers. Stay with me, because the contrast between access and ownership will blow your mind. Princess Leonor is different from every other European royal. She represents power without personal wealth. Born October 31, 2005, she became heir at just 8 years old when Spain changed succession laws. Her mother, Queen Letizia, was a divorced TV news anchor, scandalizing Spanish nobility when she married Prince Felipe in 2004. That outsider blood shapes Leonor's approach to royalty. Her personal net worth? Approximately $10 million, modest for royalty. She receives 143,000 euros annually for official duties. Between 2023 and 2026, she completed military training across Army, Navy, and Air Force, including becoming the first Spanish royal woman to fly solo. Total transformation cost? Over 50 million euros in training, security, and education. Princess Leonor doesn't buy real estate, she inherits an empire. Her primary residence, Zarzuela Palace in Madrid, is valued at over 90 million euros. The estate features multiple buildings across manicured grounds. Leonor's suite occupies an entire wing, custom rooms with antique furniture worth over 300,000 euros, artwork from Spain's national collection, and windows overlooking private gardens. Her bedroom reflects shocking restraint. White walls, minimal decoration, simple bedding. While she could fill rooms with priceless antiques, she chooses simplicity. That's the ultimate power move, having access to everything, needing nothing. Security costs over 8 million euros annually. Facial recognition systems worth 200,000 euros. Armed guards rotating shifts. Drone detection technology. Underground bunkers upgraded with 5 million euros in communications equipment. The summer residence, Meravent Palace in Mallorca, adds 30 million euros to the portfolio. The Mediterranean estate features beach access, tennis courts, and a pool that cost 1 million euros to renovate. Her suite includes a private terrace, Italian furniture worth 75,000 euros, and climate-controlled closets. Combined portfolio value, over 200 million euros. Her ownership? Zero. She's a steward of national heritage. But wait until you see how she travels. Because this is where royal privilege meets surprising modesty. Here's the shocking contrast that defines Princess Leonor's life. She flies on jets worth 70 million euros, but drives a car cheaper than most influencers' handbags. For official travel, she uses Spanish Air Force Airbus A310s from the 45th Group, valued at 70 million euros each. The interior features first-class seating that cost over 1 million euros to customize with leather upholstery, private sleeping quarters with Egyptian cotton bedding, secure communication systems worth 300,000 euros, and a full galley with professional-grade equipment. When she flies to international summits, the operation includes security details, protocol officers, and staff, turning each trip into a multi-million euro event. But here's what shocks everyone. Her personal car is a Seat Ateca, a Spanish-made SUV costing just 30,000 euros. Not a Bentley, not a Range Rover, a middle-class family vehicle. The Ateca features basic leather seats, a standard infotainment system, and modest 17-inch wheels. When photographers catch her driving to military training, she's behind the wheel of the same car a teacher or nurse might own. That's not poverty. It's calculated strategy. connecting with everyday Spaniards by rejecting luxury excess. The contrast gets even more interesting when you look at the full royal garage. The fleet, valued at over 12 million euros, includes multiple Audi A8s for official functions, each costing 120,000 euros base price. There's a Mercedes S-Class worth 150,000 euros with custom Spanish flag holders. BMW 7 Series sedans at 130,000 euros, each for ministerial transport. But the real investment? Security vehicles. Leonor travels in an Audi A8L Security when threats are elevated, a beast costing over 600,000 euros with modifications. This isn't a regular A8. It features armored plating adding 1,500 pounds, bulletproof glass 3 inches thick costing 80,000 euros alone, run-flat tires at 5,000 euros per set, and an engine powerful enough to escape danger at high speeds. The interior includes encrypted communication systems, reinforced door panels, and blast-resistant flooring. For military training, she sometimes drives an official Spanish Army Mercedes G-Class worth 90,000 euros, rugged, functional, zero flash. When she needs to project power, she rides in the back of a custom Mercedes Maybach S-Class worth 250,000 euros, featuring massage seats, ambient lighting, and executive rear seating that reclines like a first-class airline pod. Spain gave up its royal yacht Fortuna in 2013 during financial crisis austerity measures. The yacht, worth approximately 20 million euros, was sold off to show solidarity with struggling citizens. Unlike British, Norwegian, or Middle Eastern royals with $100 million super yachts, Spanish royals now charter boats for official summer events, typically spending 150,000 euros per week on luxury yacht rentals in Mallorca. The message is clear. Use what's necessary for state functions, but choose modesty for personal life. It's old money philosophy. Real power doesn't need to advertise. Now about that jewelry collection I mentioned earlier, this is where history becomes wearable wealth. Walk into the royal vaults and you'll find jewelry that makes billionaires jealous. The Spanish crown jewels include tiaras worth over 20 million euros combined, necklaces with emeralds from defunct monarchies, and bracelets worn by queens for centuries. Princess Leonor has access to all of it. The Prussian tiara alone, emeralds and diamonds in an 1800s setting, is valued at 8 million euros. The fleur-de-lis tiara, featuring diamonds that once belonged to Spanish queens, is worth approximately 6 million euros. The Malario ruby tiara, with stones dating back over a century, carries a 5 million euro valuation. But here's Leonor's genius. She barely wears any of it. During her 18th birthday portraits, she wore simple Aldao pearl earrings costing 1,500 euros, the same brand her mother wore as a journalist. For public events, she favors Chanel gold hoops worth 2,000 euros. Her most expensive personal piece? A Cartier tank watch gifted for her 16th birthday, valued at 12,000 euros. Her wardrobe follows the same philosophy, tailored Hugo Boss blazers at 800 euros each. Carolina Herrera dresses around 1,200 euros. Pretty Ballerinas flats, a Spanish brand, at 250 euros per pair. Her most expensive outfit to date? A custom Felipe Varela gown for her 18th birthday that cost 15,000 euros. Compare that to influencers spending 50,000 on a single night out. Total estimated personal jewelry and wardrobe value accessible to her? Approximately 10 million euros. But she rotates maybe 10% of it regularly. The rest sits in vaults, preserved for future queens. She's not building a collection, she's maintaining a legacy. And here's what drives this restrained approach: her 2026 goals that will define everything. Strip away the palaces and jewels, and you find discipline that would exhaust most people. 5 a.m. Alarm rings. Leonor wakes in either palace quarters or military barracks, depending on her training rotation. By 5:30, she's in workout gear for 90-minute physical training, running, strength conditioning, and combat readiness that's part of her Air Force certification. 7 a.m. Breakfast with family or fellow cadets. Despite palace staff, she maintains military routines during training cycles. building relationships with officers who will one day serve under her command as Supreme Commander of Armed Forces. 8 a.m. Her schedule splits between military flight training, constitutional law studies, and royal protocol sessions. She's currently completing advanced Air Force curriculum, learning to fly multi-million-euro aircraft, while simultaneously studying Spanish constitutional monarchy. That means understanding exact powers and limitations of her future role. She's fluent in 5 languages: Spanish, English, Catalan, French, and Arabic. Each requires daily practice through immersion apps costing 5,000 euros annually, private tutors at 200 euros per hour, and constant real-world application during diplomatic events. Afternoons include foundation meetings for the Princess of Asturias, awards, budget 3 million euros annually, private briefings on Spain's autonomous regions, fashion fittings with Spanish designers, and studying economic policy with royal advisors charging 50,000 euros per quarter for exclusive access. Evenings. Family time is sacred when possible. Then study sessions until 10 p.m. reviewing constitutional history, regional politics, and European Union governance. She's learning to influence without overstepping constitutional bounds. The art of modern monarchy. This routine costs over 10 million euros annually in security, education, training, and staff. But it's building something priceless, a queen prepared for 50 years of rule. Now here's what I've been building toward. Princess Leonor's 2026 goals that will reshape Spanish monarchy. First, completing Air Force training with full pilot certification by mid-2026. The program costs over 2 million euros, including aircraft time, instructor fees, and specialized equipment. She's not just checking boxes, she's becoming the first monarch in Spanish history with comprehensive military flight credentials. That matters when you're constitutionally supreme commander. Second, receiving the Gold Medal of Mercia in March 2026, the highest civilian honor that region can bestow. But it's strategic. She's building direct connections with Spain's autonomous communities, including Catalonia and the Basque Country, where separatist sentiment runs high. Her approach? Master regional languages, champion local culture, be visible. Each regional visit costs over 500,000 euros in security and logistics. Fourth, her 21st birthday in October 2026 marks a constitutional milestone. She gains full control of her 143,000 euro annual allowance, begins attending Council of State meetings with Spain's political elite, and takes on expanded diplomatic duties worth millions in protocol and security costs. Fifth, modernizing royal communications while maintaining dignity. She's pushing for carefully controlled social media presence, studying how Sweden's Crown Victoria and Denmark's Mary balance accessibility with majesty. Each post will be reviewed by communications teams costing 2 million euros annually. Her vision isn't next year, it's the next 50 years. Every decision designed to ensure the Spanish monarchy survives Republican sentiment, economic crises, and the death of deference culture. She's not just training to be queen, she's architecting a modern monarchy. From military barracks to 90 million euro palaces. From a 30,000 euro SUV to 70 million euro jets. From 2,000 euro earrings to 8 million euro tiaras, she barely touches. Princess Leonor lives the ultimate contrast. Huge access, modest ownership. 20 years old. 10 million in personal wealth. 200 million in palaces she'll never own. A 50 million euro transformation funded by Spanish taxpayers who demand results. 5 languages mastered. 3 years of military service completed. The discipline to wake at 5 a.m. while her peers sleep in. The wisdom to wear simple jewelry when vaults hold millions in royal gems. She chose the hard path. Military boot camp over debutante balls. Constitutional law over fashion week parties. Regional politics over international celebrity. While most modern royals hide behind outdated traditions, Leonor is rewriting what royalty means for her generation. In 2026, she's not just preparing to be queen. She's proving monarchy can be relevant, accessible, and powerful at the same time. Old money values, restraint, service, legacy, designed for Generation Z. Access without greed. Power without flash. Tradition without stuffiness. This is how a 20-year-old transforms into a queen. Not through birthright alone, but through sacrifice, strategy, and vision extending far beyond her lifetime. Spain's first queen regnant in 150 years isn't just inheriting a throne. She's earning every bit of it through discipline most people can't imagine. From commoner's daughter to future queen. From scandal to stability. From controversy to respect. Princess Leonor proves that real power doesn't need to show off. It just needs to show up, prepared and focused. Want inside more royal empires? Hit subscribe and smash notifications so you never miss when we rip open another monarchy's vault. Comment which royal family you want uncovered next. We read everyone. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.